Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm following this map, my story map, and I'm going to tell you about what all my stops are about. Okay, so stop one. First stop, the what. Okay, so what in the world am I going to be talking about? I'm telling you about the Daily 5, which is a book that we're reading. And so you might be thinking, okay, what are the 5? First one of the 5 is the read to self. Okay, this one is very, very important. You should have this in bold because it's something that students should be doing every day. The next one is to work on writing. This one also should be in bold. It's something that your students should also be working on every day. So put those in big bold letters or put a star next to them. The third one is read to someone. 4 out of 5 is listen to reading. The 5th one in the Daily 5 is word work, okay? So those are your 5 parts of the Daily 5. And you might be thinking, what the heck are the Daily 5? The integration of routines, and it's a framework for your classroom in your literacy time or your literacy class. Next one. All right, second stop is the problem. What is the problem in the classroom? Big problem was that teachers did not have the ability to engage their students in meaningful group work, and students were also not staying on task. Teachers couldn't get their students to self-regulate and be productive on themselves and be effective at it. Hold on. Whoa. And we're back. Third stop, we've made it to the goal. The goal of the Daily 5 was to create routines and procedures in the classrooms that became so ingrained in the student's mind that it just became habits. And these habits were for them to just be able to be efficient and effective and stay on task, and have them want to do that, have them have the desire to do well and to take advantage of their time in the classroom, specifically in their literacy class. Another goal of the Daily 5 is that while the students are working, they were able to work independently while the teacher could go around and assess, hold conferences, and the teacher would be confident that the students are staying on task. Students wouldn't need the teacher to constantly be checking on them, or the teacher wouldn't need to be stressed that the students are doing their work or not. Oh, we're coming up on our next stop. Here it is. Okay, now we're at the 4th stop. It's the solution, or the how-to. So the teachers need to have a 20-80 approach in your classroom. 20% instruction, 80% practice. Nobody's going to learn anything if you just talk about learning things. You know, you have to go and do. You can't just listen. Nobody's going to learn how to play basketball if you just tell me the rules. I actually got to go play basketball. Okay, another part of the how, or the solution, is after 10 minutes you need a shift in the classroom. Because after 10 minutes students start to get anxious or antsy. That's when things start to go downhill. So the brain needs to reset. You know, exercise like standing up and stretching for a second and then sitting back down and getting back to work. If we want to incorporate the Daily 5 and for it to work, we need to model the right way to do things. As a teacher, you should model the right way, and then model the wrong way, and then model the right way again. They just really need to see what you want from them and have clear expectations. The book also talks about 5 more things that you need to incorporate to be the foundation of your Daily 5. Those 5 include 1. Trust and respect. 2. Community. 3. Choice and accountability. 4 is brain research, and I'll get more into that in a second. And 5 is the transitions / the brain breaks. And we talked about the transitions when I say after 10 minutes you should change it up so they can refocus and get on to something new. Brain research stated that there are 3 types of learners. It's the kinesthetic, the auditory, and the visual. That's what the book had said. Another thing the book had said to incorporate in your classroom is having a book box for each student. So it takes a lot of teacher effort. The students have like 5 or 6 books that is appropriate for them in a box specifically for them. Then they can be a lot more productive, and the teacher is aware that they're reading correct material. There can be books in there that push them a little bit, books of their interest that are on grade level, and maybe a few easier here for them to read. Just a variety of books that are good specifically for that student. We hit the what, we hit the problem, we hit the goal, we hit the how do I reach this goal? Oh, and the last is the ending. What is my classroom going to look like when I do incorporate the Daily 5? The teachers are, first of all, less stressed, which sounds amazing. Students are going to start to use their time more wisely. They're going to be efficient in their learning, and also students are going to learn skills that help them for the rest of their lives, which is setting students up for success in the future. And when students learn how to stay on task and build stamina in their academics, then that's what teachers should strive for. I really hope you enjoyed joining me on this journey of taking all the stops on my story map to talk about the Daily 5. And story maps are fun.